to watch yourself
Mm,
on a
mhm.
recording. I hate it.
Yeah,
I,
me too. Me
yeah.
too. All right, Andre. So we have a few minutes here. And Daniel has asked me to gather a few testimonials about how the advanced students feel about the course. So it's only going to take about 4 minutes or so, right? Short answers are fine. Mm, and each answer, it doesn't have to be extremely long, 30 seconds or so.
Makes sense.
This is my first interview. You're my first interviewee.
I will make it easy for you, I promise.
I thank you. I appreciate that. All right. First, can you say your name, where you're from, and what you do?
My name is Andres Lotero. I am from Colombia and I am currently senior manager in the audit department of a multinational company.
Excellent. Thank you. Andres, before joining the Advanced Fluency Identity course, what was the most frustrating part about speaking English in your real life?
Yeah. The most frustrating part was not feeling confident enough when speaking out or speaking to someone that had more hierarchy and feel that my credibility was being harmed because I was not clear enough, either because of my pronunciation, somehow my accent too, although it's not my biggest concern, but also how the corporate world has its own set of rules, vocabulary, constructions that are appropriate and that I quite not have all the picture yet.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. What were you avoiding or struggling with specifically?
I was struggling with, and I'm still working on it, being clear on my sentences. Um, don't use filler words. That's a big one. On my delivery overall of my ideas. They sound well in my head, they sound well in my native language, but when I say them in English, it is not as clear. So that's something specifically that I'm struggling with and trying to fix.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. And was this primarily, for instance, in meetings, in dealing with individual employees, or just in occasions like small talk?
I would say the biggest scenarios were in meetings where I am in charge. That's happening more often now that I got promoted. So I have all the eyes in the room looking at me. That's one of the biggest ones. And second, at networking and casual chatting with people at the workplace, because I've realized that part of my role is also to start making more connections around. And that situation is still uncomfortable, and I'm not quite um, confident enough that I have all the tools to effectively connect with people
Mhm.
at that level.
Okay, thank you. All right, so you had other options like normal ESL classes or practicing alone or even learning on AI. What made you say yes to this advanced custom built course instead?
That's a good question. I think having the opportunity to have a teacher, a person coaching you along the way in a very intensive matter, to me, having the opportunity to almost have an English lesson with no more than three people almost every day, it's amazing. And I need improvement and I need it fast. And having that company of a person that knows about language, doesn't just know English but also know how to teach it, makes a big difference. And I don't consider myself like self-disciplined enough to do AI. I need some structure, calendars, a program, and someone that guides me along the way. And that's what DC Fluency has for me.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the personal information instructions that's provided for you in the master class, how do you feel about that material?
I think it's been amazing how tailored it is to my real life. I know my conversations with you, Kelly, or with Daniel have helped shape what the mastery lessons contain. And I can tell that every conversation that we have, it gets channeled through the mastery. We will touch that next session, or I would see something that is tailored to my needs. And that level of customization, you don't see that often in the market.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Andres. We appreciate your viewpoint and hope you continue to improve and prosper here with DC Fluency.
Thanks to you, Kelly.